Hello and welcome to another video from oorail. First off, Olaf the cat was unharmed in that encounter with the Class 06. He does get into a few tangles with a Diesel Shunter every so often, and he does like to chase it as well. However, you can see the Diesel Shunter typically ends up the worse for wear. So anyway, in this video, we're going to show you exactly how indestructible and why the Hornby Class 06 is indestructible. So take a look and I hope you enjoy.
Here it is moving at full speed, and it's pretty responsive. It'll stop and start pretty nicely.
So this is a bit of a video clip that I took about 6 or 7 months ago. It shows the Class 06 shunter in its brand new state. You can see it's got the horns attached, it's got the couplings attached, and it's all really nice and looking good to go. So this was right before I gave it to my, at the time, 2-year-old son. He's now 3. And he basically got to play with it, do whatever you want with it for about 6 months. And so next we're going to show you what its current state is like, just to give you an idea of really how indestructible this loco is. Alright, so 6 months later, this is what the Class 06 shunter looks like. You can see there it's still in reasonably good shape considering. You can see I have blue tacked the cab to the chassis, and you can see it's missing some of the step detail there on the frame. You can see it's missing the coupling, and that I've had to glue the coupling connector there as well. The coupling ring I had to kind of glue, and I just kind of left the coupling off because he kept losing it. You can see on this side I've also blue tacked the cab, and you can see that it's also missing the same kind of detailing. You can see there in the front though, you can see the type of damage that can happen to the ring, and you can just glue that back together. But surprisingly, it still has all of its buffers attached. I did remove the horns because after the first day he played with them, he got those off, and we decided to just remove them as they were a bit of a choking hazard. You can see here from the cab there's 4 clips, and basically 2 of them have been destroyed, and you can imagine he's dropped it a few times. So a bit of blue tack holds that together and basically stops it from falling apart, and he's none the wiser. You can see on the main body part there's also 2 clips on the front that have been snapped off, but the 2 rear clips that attach into the cab are still there and in good condition. And you can see here I'm tapping on the metal part of the chassis, and will now show you exactly that it is metal. So you can see there the base of the chassis is actually metal, and that's one of the reasons why this locomotive is really indestructible. I also managed to lubricate the worm drive there, which is plastic, and that tends to make it go about 10 times faster than it's supposed to. Alright, so you can see after 6 months of abuse, it still runs reasonably well, and it's in pretty okay shape. It's not going to be winning any cosmetic awards, but in general it's a great little locomotive, especially for younger children. So it's not very expensive. I think it's about £27, and I got this for about half of that price, so I didn't mind letting the kid mess with it. And you can see reassembling it is relatively easy as well. Alright, well, if you need a suggestion for a kid-proof loco, this is about as kid-proof as they come. Hope you enjoyed it, and until next time.